So in this video, we are going to take a look at this new official artwork that's been released by Rockstar Games. Now, of course, this is on the GTA 6 website and the resolution is limited. I haven't seen anyone that's managed to rip a higher version of this yet, but I think it's probably downscaled just so the website runs properly. But in today's video, we're going to dive through everything we can see in this video, and it's going to be a bit sporadic because I'm actually doing this real time. So you're going to notice things as I notice them, and yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. I just want to say it's great to finally be making a video like this rather than speculation. Anyway, let's start off by, so we're going to scroll up and then obviously the GTA 6 logo, and then we get our first reveal. So straight away, the thing I want to point out is the aerial traffic. We'll start from the top and work our way down. So you've got, I think, 4 or 5 aircraft in this shot right here. Now, you're going to hear the word density a lot in this video because it's probably the thing that stands out the most. If you look at how far away some of these aircraft are, in GTA 5, this would be out of the draw distance, so you probably wouldn't see it until it pops into view. I've just noticed another aircraft to the right of this building on the right hand side as well. So that's 6 aircraft in this shot, and there will be more. Now, the other thing, whilst we're on this page, I want to talk about draw distance. So as you can see, this building in the middle of the shot has like a light animation on it, whether this is a projection or lights on the building. If this was GTA 5, this would be a lot lower resolution and probably not even in draw distance for this sort of distance. And the same thing applies to the Ferris wheel. You can see the light patterns on the Ferris wheel, it's all really clear, and also the individual lights on all of the buildings, even far away, are present. Now, I'm not going to speculate too heavily what this means in terms of the technology that Rockstar's using, but what I can say is that if this is in engine, which we can probably assume it is, let's be honest, the optimization is way better than anything we've seen from Rockstar previously, probably as you would expect. Now, there's a few other things I'd like to draw attention to, and this is going to be probably boring for a few of you, but I absolutely love it. Boats. So if we look at the boats down here, we can see that we've got different styles of boats, and each of the boats have different lighting arrangements on them. So the first boat down here is a catamaran. You've got individual lights on each of the hulls, but if we go to the next boat up, this isn't a catamaran, and you've got individual lighting up the stairs that come up the back of the boat on each side of the boat. Now, once again, this lends into their draw distance, because if this was GTA 5, you wouldn't see this from this far out. You wouldn't see anything at all. You might see a lighter area from where light has been emitted, but you wouldn't see individual light bulbs. Once again, this comes down to the optimization that Rockstar's using here. Now, the other thing I want to point out is, if you look at the water, you can actually see, this is what happens in real life, by the way. So when water is disturbed, it looks rough. Yet when water is flat calm, it looks extremely reflective. We can see that the water in this shot has those different textures, it has those different qualities. They must have spent a significant amount of time making water behave realistically in GTA 6, because I've not seen this in any other game that I can think of. Please feel free to correct me in the comments. But this level of attention to detail is, I think it's symptomatic of the approach Rockstar's taking with this game. There's going to be a lot of this, and the same thing can be applied to the wake of the boats. For example, this boat down here is a twin hull boat, so it's a catamaran, there's 2 individual hulls, and you can see there's 2 individual wakes from each of those hulls, which if you look at the boat next to it, which is a monohull, a singular hull, there's only 1 wake behind it. Like, this is attention to detail that no one asked for. People probably wouldn't care about if it wasn't there, but Rockstar put it in there because they thought it was right to do so. And while we're looking at this image, it's worth saying that I've had a lot of questions about all the laws that are coming into effect in the US and in the UK in regards to playing GTA 6. Obviously, they're going to age restrict this by law now, with people having to verify their ages to play these games. If you are looking for a fantastic VPN, there is a link down below to private internet access, so go and check that out. It's the best way to support the channel, and also the best way to stop you handing over that ID to the government. Anyway, let's crack on. Now, once again, leading back into this whole thing of draw distances, on the right hand side we have traffic all the way down here. We've got loads of traffic building up on the freeway, sorry, if you're in America. And we also have a helipad on top of this roof here, and once again, each of the individual lights are illuminated. It's not like a glow of lights from a far off draw distance. I probably need to stop talking so much about the draw distance, but I do need to say it's probably one of the most impressive things for me, because the sheer volume of detail. The same thing applies for this cruise ship in the middle of the shot right back here. The illumination is absolutely gorgeous. And once again, if we're talking about attention to detail, I'm going to have to bring this up. I'm sorry, and I know it revolves around boats, but here we are. Right, so down here on this boat here, we've got a red light and we've got a green light. Now that's your port and starboard side of the boat. Once again, attention to detail. It didn't need to be there, but it is, and it's awesome. The same thing applies for, and you can't see it in this shot because none of the boats have dropped their anchor because they're all moving, but we saw it in previous artwork. A lot of the boats had a white light on top of them when they were at anchor, which means that is there a mechanic in this game to drop the anchor in the boat? I mean, why would so many boats have their anchors dropped? I don't know if they weren't going to add it in. Right, I'm going to now scroll this shot because yes, there's more to it. You have this helicopter coming across the screen. Even then, the way that the light interacts with the windows, you can see as it goes in front of the building, there's just so much depth to this. So much depth to this. Now, moving down here, we have a swimming pool. And we also have a boat in the marina here. And naturally, by the way, I know I'm going to apologize for talking about boats, but Florida is the boating capital of the world. There is so much water involved in this game. It's inevitable we're going to talk about it. Right, so this is something where it is hard to gauge. So these lights here, I don't think these are visitable interiors. Main reason for that is at the moment it looks like they're just textures on the window, but that could also be based on distance. It depends how Rockstar are doing their draw distances in the game. Like, are they doing it where the closer you get, the interiors become real, or they become parallaxed interiors, and I'll show you one of those in a second. Or are they just kind of doing a lot of interiors, but kind of adding textures to the ones that we can't visit? We will explore that again in a second. The next thing I want to talk about is up here. So we'll see this a bit better in a couple of seconds, but this looks like it could be an awesome jump. Obviously it's on the roof of a building, so how that would work is yet to be determined, but you can see the curvature of all of these kind of like pathways. Obviously it's the design of the building, but you know that's going to be utilized in some stunt jumps. And they're the sort of things that Rockstar think about. Right, now talking about interiors and parallax interiors, that's where we come to this. So a parallax interior is basically a fake interior that your vision of it depends on the angle you view it from. I don't think that this is a visitable interior, but it definitely looks like a parallaxed interior. Whereas if we compare that to the other side, where it looks like we have just some textures, these are roughly about the same distance from the camera view where the camera is in shot. So this shows a bit of everything. This shows textures over here. It shows parallaxed interiors here. And then up here, we also have like an open rooftop, which is an interior within itself. I'm not sure if this is intentional on Rockstar's part to show us kind of a bit of variation of all of this stuff, but they're the sort of things that I've been looking out for and trying to kind of like draw conclusions from. Now I want to look down here. So we have these pontoons. Are they dry stack? Oh, that's clever. Right, so down here in this marina, this isn't just boat bays and boat parking. That's not what it is. You don't just park your boat there. These are dry stack cranes. So you drive your boat in and it lifts them out of the water so you don't get any marine growth on the bottom of them. They are really common in Florida. God, that's... Rockstar. This attention to detail is so unnecessary, but so amazing. No one said that they needed this, but it's there. Oh, I've just noticed there's a bird at the bottom of the shot flying at the very bottom where the light is. You see a bird flapping its wings. Now this video is just my first thoughts and first impressions. There's probably so much detail here I'm missing. It's kind of hard to see because of the resolution. Obviously this is a web version of the shot, so it's going to be limited, and there's going to be an absolute ton of compression, which we can tell there is. But there's so much here that I think what Rockstar have done really well here, and I think you'll agree, this is where Rockstar kind of paint an image for us to then go, right, how badly do you want to be here? And this is one of those images, like where you look at this and you think, I want to be there right now. I want to explore. I want to see what's going on. And it's just so endearing. Like, there's so much here that just makes you want to go and have a look around, go and explore. I'm just so excited for this game. So excited. The thing is, the more you look, the more you see. Like, the other thing there, the container ship here, I think that we'll probably be able to steal these container ships. They've made it so the bigger container ships we probably can't steal, and that's actually due to some technical stuff as well. Someone did a video about it years ago. I'll have to try and see if I can dig it out. But the smaller vessels like this, they've made smaller container ships which do exist, and they're most likely the ones we can steal. We also have the cruise ship. There's just so much here that I just want to know more about all of it. Like, every single facet of this map I want to dive into and learn about and know more about and understand. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway, that is a shorter video. This is just my initial thoughts. There's going to be loads more bits of information here of stuff that I've missed or clues that I've missed. But of course, if you've noticed anything, drop it in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching today's video, and I shall see you all in the next one.